200 people arrested in an immigration crackdown in the district. This follows an operation last week by Homeland Security. Fox 5's Homa Bash live in Columbia Heights with the latest tonight. Homa.
Guys, good evening to you. Here's what we can tell you about this. 189 people arrested as part of this enforcement effort. 8 of those related to criminal warrants, and 181 of them were administrative arrests.
Basically, we're talking about people who are here illegally, who either entered illegally, overstayed, or sometimes people who might have a visa, but they have committed some criminal offense. And DHS is saying basically that's a reason to get you booted. That's a reason to get you deported.
Now, in a statement to Fox 5, interim D.C. U.S. Attorney Ed Martin, who will soon be replaced by Jeanine Pirro, told us, quote, "These arrests mark a major step toward making Washington, D.C. safer for law-abiding citizens and their families. They send a clear message. Violating our nation's immigration laws will not be ignored," end quote. Last week, we told you about Homeland Security investigators who are part of Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, serving more than 100 notices of inspection to restaurants and businesses all across the district. They called it worksite enforcement, asking owners to provide I-9 forms for their employees within 3 days. Those forms essentially prove someone is allowed to work in the U.S. legally. We're told checking those is standard practice, but the way it was done in this particular operation, with agents entering restaurants instead of sending notices in the mail, it is much different than what people have experienced in the past. ICE officials initially told us no arrests were made as a result.
Now, is this administration a little bit more aggressive in the enforcement of our immigration laws? I would say yes, definitely. And I do think that some of these administrative arrests, have increased. Not that they did not take place before, they did, but I think that they are taking place more frequently and more aggressively.
Again, we are learning about 200 people were arrested as part of these enforcement efforts across the district last week. Still waiting for ICE officials to give us further details on this. Guys?
Well, as I did once said, once it's going closer to summer, then ICE will be out in their record numbers. And guess what? ICE in DC, making red in DC, 200 been arrested. 8 of them have criminal warrant. Yeah, so that's just it. And let me tell you, things like this is happening right over the country. In Houston, over there in Houston, last weekend, they arrested 422 of them. So it's also show you, ICE ain't playing, ICE is on the job, ICE getting it done. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Anyway, in all of what is happening right now, a lot of people, they are saying, this is too aggressive, this is too this is too that. But let me tell you, this video that you see I just share with you, I was reading the comment section of what some of the persons were saying in the comments, right? And let me tell you what some of them say. One person said, ICE pick up speed. We need ICE in Philly. We need ICE in California. We need ICE in Chicago. What about the employers? Because there's a lot of people are working in many of these institutions and they are illegal. They don't have documents. But what happened is this. Many of these people, they are there and they're working, and because they don't have any documents, they pay them cheaper than what they're supposed to. They pay them below minimum wages. And for a lot of them, they also do caregiving jobs where they are doing living work. So they are inside where they stay there, live on that, in that premises of whomever employ them, and they will pay them little or nothing. And as you know already in a previous video that I posted with a lady, she says the employer did owe her a little close to $4,000, which they didn't pay them. But because that employer didn't want to pay, what they did was telling them, oh, if you keep going like that, we are going to call ICE on you guys. So the people, they were protesting. In that county, the police, they were saying those people and the employer, they had an agreement, so the employer should pay them, right? So that is what's happening. So that is why a lot of people are saying, what about the employers? But I think this administration did once said the employer, if they found anyone working without proper documents, then the employer will also face a fine as well. So they are just arresting all of the illegal immigrants, but we are yet to see any employer being charged or face any form of penalty by employing illegal immigrants. In DC, in that comment section, another person said, Washington is currently under remodeling. You understand? They're currently under remodeling. Why? Because they know they're getting rid of all of the illegal immigrants. So job will become available for those who are legal and for the citizens of this country as well. So there's a lot that's been going on. So You know, people are saying this is what we have voted for. Some have said they are saying this administration is too aggressive, but people making comment and say we are okay with the aggressiveness of ICE. Let them do their job, let them get all of them out. Some people say let's show them the hand of how we say bye-bye to them. So I don't know what kind of wave it is. I've never seen that wave before, right? So that is just it. So it's just to let you know, I ain't playing high seas out. And you know the time is getting warmer, so you know they are going to be out in their numbers. And also for those that you remember, you said for people who will be self-deport themselves, they will give them $1,000 as stipend for them to go back home. They will also purchase a plane ticket for them. And for those who self-deport themselves and go back home, then they will be able to come back. But they have to come back the legal way by going and apply for a visa and coming to the country through the airport the right way and not through the fence the wrong way. So self-deport people have an opportunity to come back again. But those that will be deported, maybe many of them will not be able to come back or will not be able to get a visa to travel back the right way again, and maybe after 10 or 15 years. You know, that's just how it is. A lot of people may be sad over what is happening with all of these people are being deported back to their country. But let me tell you, there's a lot of people who are happy. One person said things like this should be happening 40 years ago, right? So they know, because even one person are saying some of these people, they are here getting free healthcare, living off the system and stuff like that, and working for cash where they are not paying any taxes to the government, but yet still they are benefiting from the government. So once it is like that, then you are shortening things for the citizens of this country. People who are paying their taxes are, to say, in other help in other areas, but because the government have to also be supporting these illegal immigrants. So a lot of people, they are happy and super happy with what is going on right now. They say get rid of them, go back home, then you can apply and come back the right way, just like everybody else. But you have to join the line. Don't think you're gonna get any cut in the line. Join the line, wait a turn until it is your time to be served. So that's how it is right about now. And let me tell you, all over the country, every state right now is getting hit by ICE. Time is getting warm, everyone is out, they're doing their thing. People are being happy, people are being sad, but guess what? You cannot let everyone be happy, and that's just it for now. Law is law, rules is rules, and every land, every country, they have their own rules, their own laws, their own government. You have to abide by the rules and the laws of whichever country you may go. So as I would say, that's it for now. If you're just finding the video, you can also like and subscribe to the channel, and you will see you in our next video. But as we'd always say, if it ain't green, it ain't we. Yes, sir.